Morning, how you doing?
I'm good, Bob.
You're good, man. Beautiful morning.
All right.
For nearly every home game, Dodgers bench coach Bob Geren rides his bike to work, a 15-mile trek to Chavez Ravine. But not because the 57-year-old Geren is opposed to driving. In fact, driving, especially race cars, is one of Geren's passions.
It's probably my #1 hobby right now, for sure. I love it. I love the skill level. You know, there's an element of danger, but it's not real dangerous if you are under control and understand the limits of yourself and the car.
Our first date, he picked me up in a fast car, so. I love that he has shared with his father, but really his whole family, even his sisters, they're all car crazy.
My dad was very much a lover of cars. My dad brought a go-kart home for me when I was 5 years old and put a motor in it, and I was actually driving it on the streets. So that was my first opportunity, and I've loved it ever since. It's a lot of fun. It's just something that your concentration level from going fast, hitting brakes, when to turn, how to turn. There's so much to learn. I think I enjoy the learning aspect as much as the speed and the thrill aspect.
Geren also enjoys connecting with other drivers, both amateur and professional. And in April, he had an opportunity to meet IndyCar driver Zach Veach, who was in town for the Long Beach Grand Prix and visited Dodger Stadium to throw out the ceremonial first pitch.
I was looking at the tracks that you drive. The only one I've driven that you guys do is Laguna.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Laguna's fun. The corkscrew, man. It keeps your eyes open in an IndyCar.
He came out to Dodger Stadium and said, I want to take you out to a ride around the Long Beach Grand Prix. And I'd heard of a special car being built with 2 seats that do this. And the schedule didn't work where he could drive that day, but he said, well, we're going to get Mario to drive you. And I said, okay. And then he kind of looked at me and he said, Mario Andretti. And I said, really?
Mario Andretti will be driving.
No way.
And he
like
will
in the
drive
baseball terms, it'd be like somebody saying you're gonna go take batting practice with Babe Ruth or something.
The girl that met me said, are you ready to meet Mario? And I just looked at her, I said, is this really happening?
Considered by many as the greatest race car driver in the history of the sport, Mario Andretti won races at virtually every level of motorsports during his legendary career, including the Indianapolis 500, the Daytona 500, and the Formula One Championship.
You know, the Andretti name right off the bat, it was a legend. It was something that my dad was his favorite driver growing up, and I remember if we had a picnic on a Sunday or Saturday, we were gonna go somewhere with the family. We didn't leave the house till that race was over.
I think up until the day, probably up until the moment that it happened, I think he was still thinking, this can't be true. It's really gonna be like Super Mario or somebody, but not the Mario Andretti.
I remember getting my driver's license and my dad going down the street. Slow down, what do you think, you're Mario Andretti? And, wow. That is incredible. I wish he was here to see it. That was by far my dad's favorite driver and became mine, obviously, all those years. This is gonna be a fun day, it really is.
Mario, this is Bob Geren.
What a pleasure, real honor. Always been a huge fan, you, your son. I'm with the Dodgers and Zach came out and watched batting practice and said I might have this opportunity, and I had no idea you'd actually be driving, so this is unbelievable.
My job here with this Indy experience and the fastest seat in sports is to give rise to fans and media, whoever's interested, to really, I think this is the best way to showcase our sport.
I think it's made for a little smaller guy.
I think every time that they come off the ride, everyone, I think, has a different appreciation, different perspective about what these drivers are, have to do. So again, it's a wonderful program, and besides, I enjoy the hell out of it myself.
a pretty incredible experience. I knew that the cars, you know, between 750 horsepower, and the weight of it is going to be extremely fast and accelerate. But the braking is something that I've never experienced. It was borderline violent, but after the first couple hairpins, and you realize he was going to brake late, and how much force it is. I felt that force on my neck going backwards and going forward. It was something definitely to get used to.
With Bob, we like him to experience as close as possible the real thing in our sport. And so it gives you the appreciation of what this is all about, you know, what the pros really do. And I love to have individuals from other sports to come over and experience what we're dealing with.
How was that?
That was great.
Good, glad you enjoyed it.
Zach was so nice to give me this helmet, and then he signed it for me, and I said, it would be such a pleasure to have you on there, Mario.
Sure.
Yeah, really a dream come true. One more time, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right.